Matt and Jessica, two daring explorers, had heard whispers of this tomb's existence. Blinded by their thirst for adventure, they set out on a treacherous journey, fueled by the promise of untold riches and the thrill of unraveling ancient mysteries. As they approached the tomb's entrance, a sense of unease washed over them. The air grew heavy with anticipation, and the wind whispered warnings in their ears. Ignoring these signs, they pushed forward, determined to unveil the secrets within. The moment their feet crossed the threshold, a chilling darkness engulfed them. The once bright daylight vanished, leaving them in a realm of shadows and uncertainty. Matt's heart raced as he gripped his flashlight tightly, its feeble beam casting eerie shadows on the walls. "Jessica, do you feel that?" Matt's voice trembled with fear. "Yes, something's not right," Jessica replied, her voice barely above a whisper. Their footsteps echoed through the stone corridor, each step a haunting reminder of the pharaoh's curse. Sweat trickled down their foreheads as they descended deeper into the bowels of the tomb. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the darkness, a spectral whisper that sent shivers down their spines. "Leave this place, mortals, or suffer the wrath of the pharaoh." Matt and Jessica exchanged fearful glances, their resolve waning. But their curiosity pushed them forward, unwilling to abandon their quest. They had come too far to turn back now. As they ventured deeper, the walls of the tomb seemed to come alive. Hieroglyphics writhed and twisted, forming grotesque images that danced before their eyes. The air grew thick with an otherworldly presence, suffocating their senses. A sudden gust of wind blew out their flashlight, plunging them into complete darkness. Panic set in as they fumbled in the dark, searching for a way out. Their hands brushed against something cold and metallic, and Matt's heart sank as he realized it was a trap. With a terrifying creak, the walls began to close in on them, threatening to crush them in their relentless grip. Jessica screamed, her voice drowned out by the sound of grinding stone. They were trapped, helpless against the ancient curse that sought to claim their lives. Just as hope seemed lost, a faint light appeared in the distance. A figure emerged from the shadows, its silhouette reminiscent of the pharaoh himself. "You have trespassed upon sacred ground," the figure intoned, its voice laced with ancient power. "But there is still a way for you to save yourselves." Matt and Jessica listened intently, their eyes filled with a glimmer of hope. The figure revealed a hidden chamber, said to contain the key to breaking the curse. With renewed determination, they followed the figure. As they entered the chamber, a mesmerizing golden artifact stood before them. Its intricate carvings held the secrets to the curse, waiting to be deciphered. With trembling hands, Matt and Jessica began to unravel its mysteries, their minds consumed by the task at hand. But as they delved deeper into the artifact's secrets, a sinister realization washed over them. The curse was not simply a means of protection. It was a gateway to an unspeakable darkness. The pharaoh's wrath was not to be escaped, but to be unleashed upon the world. Jessica's eyes widened with terror as the truth became clear. "Matt, we've made a terrible mistake," she whispered, her voice trembling. Matt's hands shook as he continued deciphering the hieroglyphics, unable to tear his gaze away from the artifact. "We can't stop now, Jessica. We need to understand this, find a way to contain the curse." The figure who had guided them into the chamber stood silently, its presence growing more ominous with each passing moment. It watched them intently, its motives hidden behind an inscrutable mask. As Matt and Jessica worked feverishly to decode the ancient symbols, the chamber's walls seemed to close in around them. The oppressive atmosphere pressed down on their chests, making it difficult to breathe. It was as if the tomb itself was determined to keep its secrets buried forever. Hours passed, and the room grew colder. The walls began to pulse with an eerie energy, and the figure's shadowy form shifted and contorted, taking on a more menacing aspect. It was becoming apparent that the figure was not a guardian sent to help them, but a malevolent force tied to the curse. Matt's voice quivered as he whispered to Jessica, "We need to finish this quickly. We can't let the curse be unleashed." Jessica nodded, beads of sweat forming on her brow. They redoubled their efforts, determined to decipher the final elusive piece of the puzzle that would allow them to contain the curse. But with each passing moment, the figure's presence grew stronger, as if it drew power from their desperation. As they made progress, a sinister laughter echoed through the chamber, causing them to shudder. "You are clever mortals," the figure hissed, its voice now twisted with malice, "but you cannot escape your fate." Just as they were on the verge of deciphering the last symbol, a blinding light erupted from the artifact, engulfing the chamber. Matt and Jessica shielded their eyes, their screams drowned out by the deafening roar of the unleashed curse. When the light finally subsided, they found themselves standing in the heart of a desolate wasteland. The tomb and its cursed secrets were gone, replaced by a barren landscape under an ominous blood-red sky. The figure, now fully revealed as the malevolent spirit of the pharaoh, floated before them, its hollow eyes fixed upon their trembling forms. "You have released me," it intoned, its voice echoing with triumph. "Now you shall serve as my vessels, spreading my curse across the world." Matt and Jessica were trapped, their bodies no longer their own. The darkness had claimed them, and as the pharaoh's vessels they were bound to carry out his malevolent will. The curse of the pharaoh had been unleashed, and the world would soon feel its terrible wrath. But somewhere, hidden deep within the deserts of Egypt, a new tomb awaited discovery, and within it, the only hope to stop the curse once and for all. The cycle of darkness and despair continued, as the ancient secrets of the tomb called out to new adventurers, tempting them with promises of untold riches and forbidden knowledge. Thank you for listening to today's story. If you liked this story and would like to hear more, and/or you would have liked the story to turn out differently, or maybe have an idea for a spin-off to this story or another one altogether, just let us know in the comments below. There will be more stories to come shortly. As always, thank you for visiting my channel. You are all very appreciated.